enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh,
good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here on this Wednesday. There were 2 people here, now 1 person here. Glad to have all of you here in the building with me. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for y'all this morning. Molly Qerim is leaving First Take, and she's leaving ESPN after 20 years. Shout out to Dreams Pro Show. That's where I saw it first with Charles, and I do have thoughts on this. And I think Molly's going to be okay. I think everybody's overreacting. I mean, after you've done something for 20 years, 2 decades, you might want a new assignment. So we're going to talk about Molly Qerim, of course. Then Love is Blind, child. This show got another damn lawsuit. What else is new? By the way, we'll be reading the lawsuit tonight live at 6 p.m. Eastern. And also, too, speaking of talking about things that are happening in the culture, y'all know we are theme park fans over here. You know, Super Nintendo World is at Universal's Epic Universe. Well, I may have a bonus live for y'all tonight at 8:30. Maybe. Don't hold me to it, though. But when you see the thumbnail, all I'm going to say is it could happen. Let's keep rolling. Kelvin Evans, if you don't know who that is, wait till you hear what he did. Y'all, I swear to God, you cannot make any of this stuff up. Then we have Demartravion Reed, also known as Trey. As you guys may or may not know, this brother was found as strange fruit at the college he was attending. Very, very sad situation. We'll talk about that. And honestly, that should not happen to him nor to anybody. It's a damn shame that you can't even go to college to go and rise higher in your purpose without your life potentially being taken. That's a damn shame for sure. Then we're going to talk about Costco because there is a recall that you guys need to know about, okay? We're going to talk about politics as well. There's an update on a very huge event that, well, let's just say the 47 administration is trying to push out a narrative, just like they try to push out a narrative about Ms. Cook. And I don't think people don't like the update, but we are here to give the facts, not narratives, okay? Give the facts, not narratives. Give the facts, not narratives. And then finally, Megan the Stallion has got Milagro Scams, by the way, shout out to Conscious TV for that nickname. But Megan the Stallion got Milagro Scams to do something that may jeopardize everything. We'll talk about that, plus some positive news, everybody. A positive news story will be at the end of the show, as always. With that being said, higher is weighing, lows available. But either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And one thing to know, and two things for sure, that over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Roll it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you're starting it out right. But whenever you're in the daylight, and a lot happens early. Can you feel it when I say?
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is Julie Chen Moonves. It is a new morning to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You are right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully all is well with each and every single one of you. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do, because we have 7 destinations for you all this morning. Happy morning to all the new people here. Yes, indeed. Let's get to it, because there's a lot going on here this morning. From Deadline.com, Qerim abruptly resigned from ESPN's First Take. Last night, she abruptly resigned, said ESPN's Stephen A. Smith of his longtime First Take cohort, Qerim this afternoon. The details, quite frankly, are none of y'all's business, he said before explaining her departure came after contract negotiations with the network. ESPN certainly did not want to lose her, Smith continued, but in the end, she made the decision to walk away from the show. So here's Stephen A.
Last night, she abruptly resigned as the host of the show. And to say that I'm quite sad about it is an understatement. Molly is a friend. Molly is a co-worker. Molly is somebody that I have leaned on many occasions in the past, as she has done when it comes to me. We've been partners on the show for the last 10 years. And a lot of times some of these things happen and it's just uncomfortable to see. The details, quite frankly, are none of y'all business. But it's not as if I know all the details. It was a contract negotiation that was going on. ESPN certainly did not want to lose her. But in the end, she made a decision to walk away from the show effective immediately, as you see from her Instagram post.
So let me go back a minute, because I'm going to read that.
Her Instagram post.
Right here. After much reflection, I've decided to close this incredible chapter and step away from First Take. Hosting this show has been one of the greatest honors of my career. Every morning, I had the privilege of sharing the desk with some of the most brilliant, passionate, and entertaining voices in sports, and with all of you, the best fans in the world. So Molly Qerim will be leaving ESPN's First Take at the end of the year. The news was first reported by Sports Business Journal, later confirmed by the the longtime First Take host herself. Qerim indicated that the news had come out earlier than I had intended, not in the way that I hoped. She continued, after much reflection, I've decided it's time to close this incredible chapter, step away from First Take. Qerim wrote on her Instagram story, hosting this show has been one of the greatest honors of my career. Every morning I had the privilege of sharing the desk with some of the most brilliant, passionate, and entertaining voices in sports, and with all of you, the best fans in the world. I'm so grateful for what this journey has given me, lifelong friendships, unforgettable memories, and the chance to be a part of something truly special from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for welcoming me into your homes. She signed off with stay tuned. And here is that post right there. With love and gratitude, Molly. Smith also addressed the story at the top of this morning's edition of First Take, a show on which the level-headed Qerim frequently pulled the hot-taking Stephen A. and other guests back from the brink. Normally, our friend Molly Qerim will greet you. However, Molly announced last night that she will be departing from ESPN. She hosted First Take for 10 years to elevate the show with her grace, expertise, and her incomparable kindness. We will miss her, wishing her all the best, wishing her every blessing on her future, rather. I'm personally am grateful to her for her friendship. I will miss spending every weekday morning with her right by my side. So here is that then.
Good morning and welcome to First Take. Normally, our friend Molly Qerim would greet you. However, Molly announced last night she will be departing from ESPN. She's hosted First Take for 10 years and elevated the show with her grace, her expertise, her incomparable kindness. She's been an enormous part of our success for a decade. Not only did she keep me and many others in line, she did it with dignity, and class, and kindness, to say the least. We'll miss her and wish her every blessing on her future. I personally am grateful to her for her friendship, and I will miss spending every weekday morning with her right by my side.
The president, ESPN's president, content, Burt Madness-Lair, thanked Qerim for her work at the network. Molly has been an integral part of ESPN since 2006 and a key driver for First Take's success since joining as a host decades ago. He wrote, she elevated the show with her poise, her skill, and her professionalism while supporting others as a kind of encouraging teammate. While we respect Molly's decision and wish her best in the future, and thank her for her extraordinary daily commitment to sports fans and ESPN. On the same day that Qerim's departure became public, the network also announced that it had reached a multi-year extension with rising star Malika Andrews, who hosts the network's NBA Today NBA Countdown. I will just say this: nobody watches NBA Countdown. Everybody watches Inside the NBA with Charles Kenny, Shaq, and the Ernie Johnson. So nobody watches NBA Countdown. People do watch NBA Today, okay? So this is what I have to say about this. I think that Molly Qerim will be just fine. I truly, truly do. After you have done something for 20 damn years, you want a new assignment. With Brantley's virtual tour, I see me doing this as long as I can do it, right? But at some point in time, guess what? The Brantley talk show is going to come, right? Me hosting Family Feud is going to come in time, or maybe me doing my own syndicated game show is going to come in time. The Brantley Morning Show is going to come in due time. Me doing other primetime shows are going to be coming in due time, right? Me, covering red carpet events, me covering, conventions live on the floor like G4 used to cover E3 is going to come in time. So eventually, I will be able to do Brantley's virtual tour live weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on some big network, right? So with that being said, everything has a time, place, and space. And also, too, I think people tend to forget that Molly Qerim, she worked at the NFL Network with NFL AM. She also was on Mike and Mike in the Morning doing headlines there. But let me show you how big Disney is as a company, okay? Because I really don't think y'all get how big Disney is in terms of their brands. Let me see here. You go with their brands. So right here are all the brands, right? So ABC Entertainment Group creates original entertainment news content for the company's streaming platforms and its cable and broadcast networks. For those of you who don't know, Molly Qerim has a nickname called Mollywood. Maybe she might do Mollywood on Disney Plus, although it really should be on Hulu, and Bob Iger should really stop this dumbass decision to fold Hulu into Disney Plus, because Disney Plus is not Netflix. Disney does not know how to do entertainment content. That's why you had to make Touchstone Pictures. Stop this Hulu folding shit. It's going to backfire on you for future talent and future shows. It's going to backfire. Also, 20th Century Studios and Searchlight Pictures. Maybe Molly wants to do acting. That could be a thing. Maybe Molly could join Good Morning America, right? Right now it's Robin, George, Michael, Lara, Ginger, right? So you got Robin, Ginger, and Lara, so 3 women. But I think Molly would be a great addition to GMA. Maybe she could join GMA 3. That could definitely be a possibility. Also, too, we don't know what Molly is interested in. So maybe, she might team up with National Geographic to do, Molly's discoveries, MJ, playing off of MJ, Michael Jordan, Molly's journey, you know what I mean? So that could be a thing as well, right? Let's see here. And then, of course, they got all the theme parks, child. So, and maybe she might want to do her own merch line, too, with the Disney store and Shop Disney. So there's plenty of things that she can do at Disney, but also, too, maybe she just wants to just have a breather, right? Molly Qerim has worked at one company for 20 years. You don't hear that often. So I believe that Molly Qerim's career is far from over. And I do believe that she probably will go into the more, and she will probably go more into the entertainment side of television and media, for sure. So, so that's why I think she'll be fine, y'all. It's not the end of the world for Molly Qerim, right? Just wanted to say that. All right, speaking of television, right? Deadline.com as well. Netflix and Love is Blind producers accused of subjecting contestants to sleep deprivation, isolation, lack of food, and excess of alcohol in Stephen Richardson-led lawsuit. Okay. Some days it seems that Netflix's Love is Blind is as big a hit with lawyers as it is with streaming audiences, and is in yet another legal action related to alleged behind-the-scenes shenanigans and manipulations on the show. Season 7 contestant Stephen Richardson is suing the streamer and almost everyone else involved with several reasons of the American series for a plethora of labor violations and excess. In fact, Richardson, who was exposed as a less than faithful short-term fiance, Monica Davis, after the 2024 season was over, isn't just going after the Ted Saranto's co-run streamer and others for himself. He's proposing a sweeping class action lawsuit, including those who were on, including but not limited to seasons 6, 7, 8, and 9 of the series. So we will be reading this lawsuit right here tonight at 6 o'clock, just to show y'all that here. Because I got some adulting stuff to do today, but I definitely want to do this tonight. So here it is. Here, the breakdown town hall is 37 pages, but we will be reading that tonight. Like I said, 6 o'clock. So back to this destination right here. Picking up on National Labor Relations Board dings against Love is Blind from last year, the filing claims willfully misclassified and upon information and belief continue to misclassify plaintiff, the class members, and aggregate employees, including those holding positions as contestant, participant, cast member, and similar job titles herein referred to as the cast as independent contractors. It goes on to explain that this was a substantial exercise of control over the manner, means, and timing of their work performed for defendants' non-scripted content productions, including but not limited to the Netflix reality TV show Love is Blind. Similar to past suits by fellow Love is Blind cast members Renee Pochi and Jeremy Hartwell, Richardson, in his non-claim complaint, says Netflix and producers bound them in NDAs and played them fast and loose with their reality for the benefit of reality TV. Specifically, as we have heard before, in many an unscripted suit, low-paid contestants were wrapped up in a combination sleep deprivation, isolation, lack of food, and excess of alcohol, all required, enabled, or encouraged by defendants, contributed to inhumane working conditions and altered mental state for the cast. Now, of course, there was a lawsuit talking about, access to alcohol. The trailers really wasn't trailering. Cockroaches, a bunch of stuff that was a Business Insider exclusive, which I actually read on Clubhouse, the social audio app in the Onyx collab, which you can catch weeknights 10/9 Central on your own Clubhouse as well. Defendants exercise substantial control over every aspect of the cast lives during production, including the cast time, access to food, drinks, sleeping arrangement, and contact with family and friends and other persons outside production. Defendants did not allow the cast to move or act on their free will while the production took place. Tainted as a heel more waste than one, Richardson is looking for a class certification from a judge and then a variety of damages over what he wasn't paid in the way he says he was treated. No actual price tag is given in the jury trial desiring September 15th complaint, except to say the amount demanded exceeds $35,000, likely exceeds that by a lot. Clearly, we haven't heard this kind of stuff about Love is Blind and other high hormone, low stakes reality TV shows, just as NBC Universal, Comcast in-house legal department, the Bravo lawsuits, and of course, as you guys know, NBC Universal released everybody from their NDAs to speak freely. Clearly, we've seen a number of these actions, whether on the arbitration vine or quickly get settled. Just shows we all have our eyes wide open. Netflix did not respond to Deadline's request for comment, Richardson's pay, and production action. Whew. So what do I think about the story? Not surprised. Like I said, Vanessa Lachey said that BBWs don't know what they want, can't find their person in a short amount of time, which, by the way, I mean, Vanessa Lachey, besides NCIS, what else have you done with your career? And also Nick Lachey going after a female paparazzi, almost grabbing her camera by going inside the female photographer's car to get that. And there was a whole case for that. Like I said, lawsuits upon lawsuits. So it's just like I said in the thumbnail that you guys saw, there's got to be something sweet in the Kool-Aid for any of this to be true. Because, yes, indeed. Speaking of lawsuits, right? Speaking of people committing crimes, shout out to rollingout.com, celebrating 25 years on to the next 25 there. Suspect arrested in Beyonce unreleased music theft. So you guys remember when somebody stole Beyonce's, hard drives and laptops and this, that, and the third? Well, the suspect has been arrested. Wait till y'all see who it is. You guys see it on the thumbnail, but wait till you see the picture they used. Shocking heights that expose entertainment security flaws. This dude right here. Oh my God. How did this dude get away with this shit? He did, but my Lord. The music world was stunned when Beyonce became the victim of a calculated theft just days before her Atlanta tour stopped. The crime, which involved stolen, unreleased songs and confidential tour materials, culminated in the arrest of Kelvin Evans on serious criminal charges. The crime that shook Atlanta. July 21st marked a turning point when thieves targeted a black Jeep Wagoneer parked on the Krog Street deck. The stolen cargo was extraordinarily valuable flash drives containing unreleased Beyonce tracks, laptops with tour blueprints, handwritten set lists, designer sunglasses, clothing, and AirPod Max. The timing occurring just 2 days before her Cowboy Car tour performance in Atlanta made the theft particularly devastating. The brazen daylight operation suggested the perpetrators understood exactly what they were targeting. Industry insiders note that unreleased music represents one of the most valuable commodities in entertainment, making this theft a significant blow to the superstar's creative control. Digital clues led to breakthrough. Atlanta police deployed sophisticated tracking methods to locate the stolen items. GPS signals from the electronics led investigators to two key locations, Hank Aaron Drive and North Avenue in Naperville. Surveillance footage became crucial evidence capturing images of the suspect whose clothing matched descriptions from the crime scene. The investigation took a decisive turn during a routine traffic stop. Officers pulled over a vehicle connected to the theft, discovering the driver faced an unrelated grass charge. Under questioning, she revealed her uncle Kelvin Evans had recently borrowed the car. Her mention of 4 mysterious black suitcases in the vehicle provided the breakthrough. Investigators So here's this here. I think this is from 11 Alive.
Well, from MacBooks to AirTags, everyday gadgets meant to protect our belongings may have helped Atlanta police link a suspect accused of stealing unreleased Beyonce music to a July car break-in at a parking deck off of Krog Street. 11 Alive's Angelina Salcido live at the Fulton County Jail where that suspect's being held tonight. Angelina, you say he was arrested in another county first?
Yeah, Hateville police actually made the arrest in this case. That's because they responded to his home for a domestic incident involving his sister at the end of August. That's when they realized that he had a warrant out for his arrest here in Atlanta that was connected to this case involving Beyonce's unreleased music. What Evans didn't know and didn't understand was that MacBook Pro that he allegedly stole that day as well led detectives straight to him.
Someone broke into my car.
Living a nightmare.
Okay. Are you at a business?
No. I was parked at in the garage while I went to a restaurant, but they stole like my computers and everything, but it has a tracker on it.
Christopher Grant and DeAndre Blue find themselves stuck and in shock. Both employees for Beyonce in town to help choreograph and plan her Cowboy Carter tour stop.
They have my computers, and it's really, really important information in there.
What he didn't want to admit is what was taken and who he works for. 4 black bags stolen from the back of his rented Wagoneer. 40-year-old Kelvin Evans is charged with entering a vehicle with intent to commit theft or a felony after Atlanta police say he broke the back window and took the items.
I work with someone who's like of a high status, and I really need my computer and everything.
Beyonce's unreleased music inside. His MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, and AirPods Max were all pinging in different locations. A MacBook Air was pinging to this location. It's an apartment complex in Peoplestown off of Hank Aaron Drive. These warrants show that Evans met a family member here to unload those 4 bags of things that he had stolen out of the car. Atlanta police viewed surveillance video from this apartment complex that showed the entire thing unfold.
These things are super accurate.
Technology key to leading detectives to identifying Evans.
It certainly speeds up the ability to identify where things are.
That's exactly why Professor Chalapo with Emory University says anything that's important to you really should be air tagged or have a tracker on it. Now, we did reach out to Beyonce's publicist to see if any of her unreleased music was recovered. We're still waiting to hear back. When it comes to Evans, he's being held here on a $20,000 bond. We did look into his criminal history. He has been charged with breaking into a car and stealing before. We're live tonight in Atlanta. Angelina Salcido, 11 Alive News.
All right, Angelina, a lot of folks probably happy to hear that they have a suspect, at least in this case. Thank you.
Why $20,000 though? That should be a higher bond. What the hell? Okay, child. Listen, he better be lucky he in jail and Jay-Z didn't handle that ass disrespectfully. And like I said in my thumbnail, the Bayhive has every right to handle him disrespectfully. But the family member who, he was unloading that stuff, unloading the suitcases, Bayhive don't go after that family member. They did not know shit, okay? Like, let's leave other people's family members out of it, okay? Let's just stick on him because he deserves to smoke, not that person, okay? Because think about it, Bayhive, you probably have family members that do dumbass things that you don't know about and you don't want to get caught up either. So let's just give context, conjecture, connection on who deserves to smoke. Evans faces serious criminal charges. Kelvin Evans now confronts charges for armed burglary with intent to steal. The case carries significant weight due to the high-profile victim and the nature of the stolen materials. Legal experts suggest the intellectual property value of the unreleased music could lead to enhanced penalties under federal copyright laws. The stolen items represent far more than personal belongings. These materials contain sensitive, creative content that could impact Beyonce's artistic direction and financial interests. The unauthorized possession of unreleased tracks poses ongoing risk to her upcoming projects and tour plans. Entertainment industry security crisis. This incident has exposed critical vulnerabilities in celebrity security protocols. High-profile artists increasingly face target attacks designed to steal intellectual property during vulnerable travel periods. The Beyonce theft highlights how criminals have evolved from beyond simple robbery to sophisticated operations targeting creative assets. Security consultants report similar incidents affecting other major arts, suggesting this crime represents part of a larger trend the entertainment industry now grapples with, protecting both physical and digital assets while maintaining the mobility essential for touring operations. Ongoing investigation and recovery efforts. Authorities remain silent about potential evidence recovery, though the investigation continues to expand. Sources indicate police are exploring connections to broader criminal networks specialized in celebrity target theft operations. The case has attracted federal attention due to potential copyright violations and the organized nature of the crime. Recovery of the stolen materials remains uncertain. Digital forensics experts work to trace the electronic footprints of the missing files while investigators pursue leads across multiple jurisdictions. The complexity of tracking intellectual property in underground markets represents unique challenges for law enforcement. Broader implications for artists. The theft raises fundamental questions about artistic privacy in the digital age. Modern musicians must balance creative freedom with security requirements, often limiting spontaneous collaboration and mobile creativity. The incident demonstrates how criminal exploitation of celebrity vulnerability extends beyond traditional stalking or harassment. For Beyonce, this violation represents more than financial loss. The theft potentially disrupts carefully orchestrated album rollouts into productions, affecting both artistic integrity and commercial success. The case underscores the delicate ecosystem surrounding celebrity creative processes. The investigation continues as the entertainment industry reevaluates security protocols. The hope remains that justice will prevail and that future incidents can be prevented through enhanced protective measures for artists' intellectual property. Well, what do I think about this? I think that Beyonce and other artists would probably, hire security to stay in cars at this point. It's sad that people just can't drink their water, mind their black-owned business, and be about their purpose. And like I said, $20,000 is too low of a bond. It needs to be at $1 million. And quite frankly, he needs to stay in jail because if he had an incident with his sister and he's done this before, he's a criminal at this point. Like, what's understood doesn't need to be explained, but if it needs to be explained, it's going to stand for something. So that's just my take on that. So glad that he got caught. Now, trigger warning for everybody. This comes to us from blacknews.com, one of our great sources here. Black student found dead hanging in tree at Delta State University in Mississippi. Demartravion Trey Reed, a 21-year-old African-American student at Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi, was found hanging from a tree on campus Monday morning. Police said no foul play is suspected, but investigation is ongoing. The body was discovered at about 7:05 a.m. near the pickleball courts in the center of campus. University police secured the area, confirmed Reed's identity as a student from Grenada, Mississippi. Campus officials later discussed the incident. Chief of Police Michael Peeler said investigators do not believe there's any threat to students or the surrounding community. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is assisting while full autopsy is pending. Beauvillier County Deputy Coroner Murray Rorick also spoke about the case. He said initial examination showed no broken bones, countering false claims circulating on social media. I saw no broken limbs, Rorick told Mississippi Free Press. I don't think I probably should discuss this any further than that. My opinion is that it was self-done. I have reasons for that. The discovery prompted the university to close Monday and cancel centennial celebrations. DSU President Dan Ennis says he's spoken with Reed's family and that student leaders are planning memorial services. By late Monday, campus leaders stressed that Delta State remains a safe environment. It's unfortunate that this loss comes heavy to our campus. Chief Peeler said Reed's deaths has left student, staff, and alumni grievance. They await more answers from investigators. So that is that there. Now, of course, we're going to wait for the facts to play out. We're not going to be the president and blame anyone for what happened. That was not anybody else's fault but the people at and within those circumstances, right? If this is the case, that he did this to himself, prayers up to that brother. He was probably going through some very mental health stuff that, everybody does have outlets in life, right? Now, if there are some white students that did this, I'm sure that will be found out. I'm not saying that that's happened, okay? We also remember the fake text messages that was sent to Alabama State University students of get ready to be on the plantation. You also do know about sundown towns. Sundown towns still exist. Y'all remember when we did that tour, I showed you the map of sundown towns that looked like a big red zit. It just gave me goosebumps just seeing it. So, like I said, prayers up to Mr. Reed, his family, his friends, everybody at Delta State University, and let's just let the facts come out, okay? Prayers up to everybody involved. That was just such a sad situation. Sometimes I need to breathe with some stuff before I go on tour with y'all about it, because as y'all know, I get passionate. But in the words of Uncle Ben from Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. So I wanted to give time to this because we cover everything, right? And like I said, I was going to make sure that every tour had sunshine and rainbows. But when rain and lightning happens on the tour, I'm also going to get you through that as well. So I'm very, very sad here. All right, everybody, with that being said, here we go with this. Shout out to rollingout.com once again, celebrating 25 years. On to the next 25 here. Costco recalls dangerous wine from 11 state locations, okay? Urgent safety warning issued for sparkling wine that shatters without warning across 11 states, okay? So here we go. Costco has issued an urgent safety recall for its Kirkland's signature Prosecco Valdo Bedane after receiving multiple reports of unopened bottles spontaneously exploding, creating a serious safety hazard for customers. The recall affects thousands of bottles sold across 11 Midwestern states and highlights the potential manufacturing defects that could cause injury. So for those of you who are wondering what this looks like here, let me bring it up for you all. Images. So here is this bottle. So this is what the bottle looks like right here. Okay, here it is. So this bottle right here, okay, this bottle can and will explode without warning. Okay, so let's get through. Bottles shatter without warning or handling. Recall notice distributed to Costco members via email on September 12th warns that the affected sparkling wine bottles can break unexpectedly, even when sitting undisturbed on shelves or in storage. Failure makes the product dangerous since customers have no way to anticipate when a bottle might shatter, right? Prosecco in question is a sparkling white wine made primarily from Glenera grapes, known for its crisp and fruity characteristics. However, the current batch appears to have developed structural integrity issues that compromise the bottle's ability to contain the pressurized contents safely. Costco's warning specifically states that the bottles may break without being handled or in use, indicating a fundamental problem with either the glass manufacturer or the internal pressure dynamics of the sparkling wine. This spontaneous failure is particularly concerning because it could occur at any time, potentially causing cuts from flying glass fragments. Recall covers 11 states with specific time frame. The safety recall encompasses bottles bearing item number 1879870. That's 1879870. That's 1879870. That's 1879870. One more time. That is 18. This is the item number you need to be looking for if you have that wine that I just showed, that sparkling wine. 1879870 that were sold between April 25th and August 26th of 2025. April 25th through August 26th, 2025. That's April 25th through August 26th, 2025. The affected merchandise was distributed exclusively in Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, North Dakota, Nebraska, Ohio, South Dakota, and Wisconsin. I'm going to say that 2 more times here. This was distributed exclusively in Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, North Dakota, Nebraska, Ohio, South Dakota, Wisconsin. This was distributed exclusively in Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, North Dakota, Nebraska, Ohio, South Dakota, and Wisconsin. This regional distribution pattern suggests that the problematic bottles may have originated from a specific production facility or represent a particular batch that experienced quality control issues during manufacturing. The 4-month sales window indicates that defective products had extended availability before the safety concerns became apparent. Customers who purchased Kirkland Signature Prosecco during this time frame should immediately check their purchase receipts and bottle labels to determine if they possess potentially dangerous merchandise. The item number provides definitive indication method for effective products. Safe disposal instructions prevent injury. Costco has provided specific disposal instructions designed to minimize injury risk associated with the defective bottles. The company strongly advises customers to not attempt opening the bottles under any circumstances, as this could trigger immediate shattering and cause serious cuts. Instead, customers should carefully wrap each bottle in multiple layers of paper towels to contain any glass fragments that might result from spontaneous breaking. After wrapping, the bottle should be placed in sturdy plastic bags and sealed before disposal in regular household trash containers. I'm going to say that 2 more times. Instead, customers should carefully wrap each bottle in multiple layers of paper towels to contain any glass fragments that might result from spontaneous breaking. After wrapping, the bottles should be placed inside sturdy plastic bags and sealed before disposal in regular household trash containers. Instead, customers should carefully wrap each bottle in multiple layers of paper towels to contain any glass fragments that might result from spontaneous breaking. After wrapping, the bottles should be placed inside sturdy plastic bags and sealed before disposal in regular household trash containers. These precautions acknowledge that the bottles might shatter during handling or disposal, making protective wrapping essential for preventing injuries. The disposal method also protects sanitation workers and others who might encounter the discarded bottles during waste collection and processing. Customers should avoid returning the bottles to Costco locations, as transportation and handling could trigger dangerous shattering incidents in public areas. Multiple people might be injured by flying glass. Full refunds available without bottle return. Despite recommending safe disposal rather than store returns, Costco continues offering full refunds from the recall Prosecco. Customers can receive complete reimbursement by presenting the recall notice at any Costco location, eliminating the need to transport potentially dangerous bottles. So, have your receipt that has that number, right? Which the number, one more time here, is 1879870. And also, too, before it explodes, right? Take a picture with it so that way when you go to Costco, you can show a picture on your phone and the receipt. If you can, it has not exploded already, okay? This refund policy demonstrates Costco's commitment to customer satisfaction while prioritizing safety over standard return procedures. The approach also reduces the risk of bottle shattering in stores, protecting both customers and employees from potential injuries. The refund process requires only proof of purchase during the affected time frame, which can be established from membership purchase records if customers no longer possess original receipts. So you can get it through the digital receipt as well. And by the way, the timeline of this, the bottles that were sold April 25th through August 26th, 2025, April 25th through August 26th, 2025, April 25th through August 26th, 2025. Go back here. Let's see here. Yes. This flexibility ensures that all affected customers can receive appropriate compensation. Manufacturing defect cause remains unclear. Costco has not disclosed the specific cause of the bottle failures, and the company has not responded to requests for additional information about the defect investigation. This lack of detail leaves questions about whether the problem stems from glass manufacturing issues, internal pressure problems, or other factors. Possible causes include substandard glass thickness, improper annealing during bottle production. So I'm guessing, let's see what annealing is. I'm sure that's just sealing the bottle, right? Let's just see. Okay, so this is annealing right here. We all learned a new word today. Anneal, heat metal or glass, allowing it to cool slowly in order to remove internal stresses and to make it easier to work. So that is what annealing is there, ladies and gentlemen. Excessive carbonation levels or temperature-related stress that weakens bottle integrity over time without official confirmation. Customers can only speculate about the root cause. The absence of detailed explanation also raises questions about whether similar products from the same manufacturer or production facility might experience comparable issues. Customers who regularly purchase sparkling wines may want to exercise additional caution to similar products until more information becomes available. Impact on Costco's quality reputation. This recall represents a significant safety concern for Costco, which has built a strong reputation for quality and customer safety. The warehouse retailers private label Kirkland signature brand typically maintains high standards, making this recall particularly knowable for regular customers. Costco has historically handled product recalls effectively and transparently, often exceeding minimum regulatory requirements to ensure customer safety. The current recall appears consistent with this approach, prioritizing immediate customer notification and safety over potential financial considerations. The incident serves as a reminder that even trusted retailers and well-regarded private label brands can experience quality control failures that necessitate urgent safety actions. Regular customers should remain vigilant about recall notices and safety communications from all retailers. Broader implications for sparkling wine safety. This recall highlights potential safety risks associated with pressurized beverage containers, particularly sparkling wines and champagnes that contain significant carbonation levels. The internal pressure in these bottles can exceed 80 pounds per square inch, creating substantial force against glass walls. Manufacturing defects or quality control failures in pressurized beverage containers can create serious safety hazards that extend beyond simple product disappointment. The combination of glass fragments and pressurized contents can cause severe injuries if bottles fail unexpectedly. Consumers should store sparkling wines in stable temperature-controlled environments and handle bottles carefully to minimize stress that could contribute to structural failures, regardless of brand or manufacturer. Source: People Magazine, people.com. So, thank God that this is a recall, that people know about it. Like I said, if you don't know about it, now you do. Definitely wanted to bring this to your attention. And like I said, I work in retail myself. I work at a grocery store. And thankfully, this has not happened to us. But this is something that I will inform my people to let them know. Like, hey, we got any sparkling wine, so be careful of how we handle it, because this happened at Costco. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would I tell my people? Because even though there are different stores like Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's, Kroger, Walmart, Target, even, people ain't going to Target. I feel you on everything, and the boycott's going well and should stay going well because they were wrong for what they did. Okay. We gotta be aware that even though there's different labels at different stores and different fandoms that love these, private labels, retail is retail across the board. So just trying to protect everybody here. All right, y'all. More Brainley's virtual tour live going on right from the space right here, right now. This comes to us from NBCnews.com. Kirk evidence contrasts with White House claims over radical left groups, right? So I just wanted to just bring this to your attention. This is from the morning rundown from NBC News. By the way, shout out to this woman right here. Don't know she's AI, looks AI, but she looks fine, okay? Just give it a buck. Just keep it a buck there with that. Here it is. Kirk evidence contrasts with White House claims over radical left groups. I am going to zoom in on this right here so you guys can see it in full transparency. The 47 administration's suggestion that a secret network of violent left-wing extremists were behind the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk stood in contrast to evidence presented by law enforcement. I'm going to say that 2 more times. The 47 administration's suggestion that a secret network of violent left-wing extremists was behind the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk stood in contrast to the evidence presented by law enforcement. The 47 administration's suggestion that a secret network of violent left-wing extremists was behind the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk stood in contrast to the evidence presented by law enforcement. I just want to bring something up here. Okay, just want to bring up something because we recently just talked about this. Oh my God. We got time. We got time. We got time. We got time. We got time right here. Let me showcase this story right here. Because we just talked about this yesterday, I believe. Government show 47 lied about Fed Reserve's black governor mortgage fraud allegations. Right here. Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook is being vindicated by newly revealed documents that undercut allegations of mortgage fraud leveled by the 47 administration. Financial forms obtained by NBC News show Cook's Atlanta home was consistently identified as a vacation home and never claimed as her primary residence, directly contradicting accusations that she misled lenders. The record suggests that the case against Cook was built on shaky ground and may have been driven more by politics than fact. At the center of the dispute are claims by President 47 that and Federal Housing Alliance Agency Director Bill Putt, who argued that Cook possessed posed as a primary resident of the Atlanta property to obtain better loan terms. Yet a loan summary from the bank-funded staff Federal Credit Union dated May 2021 explicitly states property use vacation home. Further review of Fulton County, Georgia records show Cook did not seek tax exemptions tied to a primary residence and reinforcing her consistent classification of the property as secondary. So let's keep going with this. Text messages from the suspect, Tyler Robinson, to his roommate revealed a confession and an explanation, officials said, but made no link to any groups. Text messages from the suspect, Tyler Robinson, to his roommate revealed a confession and an explanation, officials said, but made no links to any groups. Text messages from the suspect, Tyler Robinson, to his roommate revealed a confession and an explanation, officials said, but made no links to any groups. In the string of text messages, Robinson wrote that he had enough of Kirk's hatred and that some hate can't be negotiated. I'm going to read that not 2 more times, but 5 more times. So that was the first time. 4 more times, everybody. In the string of text messages, Robinson wrote that he had enough of Kirk's hatred and that some hate can't be negotiated. In the string of text messages, Robinson wrote that he had enough of Kirk's hatred and that some hate can't be negotiated. In the string of text messages, Robinson wrote that he had enough of Kirk's hatred and that some hate can't be negotiated. In the string of text messages, Robinson wrote that he had enough of Kirk's hatred and that some hate can't be negotiated. The exchange was among the evidence that Utah County Attorney Jeff Gray used to charge Robinson with aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm, obstruction of justice, witness tampering, and several other counts. Officials said that they would seek the death penalty. Robinson told his roommate that he had been planning the attack for over a week, the charging document alleged. While the investigation is ongoing, prosecutors revealed nothing yesterday that connected the alleged power to any leftist groups. While the investigation is ongoing, prosecutors revealed nothing yesterday that connected the alleged power to any leftist groups. While the investigation is ongoing, prosecutors revealed nothing yesterday that connected the alleged power to any leftist groups. While the investigation is ongoing, prosecutors revealed nothing yesterday that connected the alleged power to any leftist groups. While the investigation is ongoing, prosecutors revealed nothing yesterday that connected the alleged power to any leftist groups. Experts said the administration appears to be using Kirk's assassination as a pretext to crack down on left-wing individuals and groups. While White House officials have yet to detail any plans, statements by Deputy Chief of Staff Devil Hen Miller, and others raised questions about who exactly would be targeted, how and what effect it might have in stifling political dissent. Those are the facts, okay, as we know them right from the space right here, right now. But I want to read this a couple more times. In the string of text messages, Robinson wrote that he had enough of Kirk's hatred and that some hate can't be negotiated. In the string of text messages, Robinson wrote that he had enough of Kirk's hatred and that some hate can't be negotiated. In the string of text messages, Robinson wrote that he had enough of Kirk's hatred and that some hate can't be negotiated. If you are wondering why I am repeating certain things out of this story multiple times, because these are the facts. You cannot utilize the First Amendment to push out a narrative, but negate the facts of the truth. Can't have it too. This is what happened. So, just wanted to bring that up. In addition to bringing things up, I just saw this story live here. This is why we call it Brainley's Virtual Tour Live, because sometimes, even though the destinations are set, new destinations form. So, in case you guys did not know about this, 47 orders the removal of slavery images and exhibits from all U.S. national parks. Came out today. 47 orders the removal of slavery images and exhibits from all U.S. national parks. 47 orders the removal of slavery images and exhibits from all U.S. national parks. Okay. I mean, this is coming from the man who removed Martin Luther King Jr.'s bust from the Oval Office. So, President 47 has ordered the removal of various images and exhibits about slavery from U.S. national parks, including the famous Civil War photo, the Scourged Back. The move follows his March 27th executive order targeting divisive interpretations of American history. As you guys know, he wants to go through every Smithsonian, including natural history, gardens, and the African American Smithsonian. So he's afraid of plants. He's afraid of before Christ with dinosaurs and, rocks and lava and everything else. And he's afraid of black people. Even though Vanessa 47 is dating and is engaged to Tiger Woods. Sources familiar with the matter said the order instructs the Interior Department to remove displays that reflect what 47 calls coercive ideology critical of historic American figures, according to magazinepeople.com. One of the exhibits under review is the Scourged Back photograph in 1863. The image shows Gordon, an enslaved man who escaped to freedom with deep scars across his back from severe whippings. Historians consider it one of the most famous portraits documenting slavery during the Civil War era. The White House said no final decision has been made and confirmed the exhibits remain under review. Now, I do recall there was a thing about the Tuskegee Airmen being erased potentially, but then they were back online because it was very historical. Y'all do know what the president did in California with the National Guard was illegal, right? But everybody else voted for a convicted felon on November 4th. I'm just giving you the facts. Child, let's roll on. Also, too, the president almost had to pay a lot of money. Doesn't have to now. And the E. Jean Carroll rape allegations were substantially true, according to a U.S. federal court judge. This is the same dude that tried to hide documents from the government at Mar-a-Lago. This is the same dude that used campaign funds to pay Stormy Daniels and cheated on his wife. This is the same dude that can't serve on a New York board for 3 years. This is the same dude that him and Jeffrey Epstein, okay, had a 19-year-old or 18-year-old or had a young lady on the casino floor. And recently, there's some more Jeffrey Epstein stuff. You guys remember that picture and stuff? There is more connections to the president and Jeffrey Epstein. But he can be president, though. Okay, child. He's done all of that, including the Central Park Five, trying to get them unalived for a crime they didn't commit. And also, too, does not pay people and kept people out of affordable housing. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. The National Park Service explained the materials highlight only the negative aspects of U.S. history could distort understanding instead of broadening it. The official said 47's directive is being applied not only to slavery but also affects exhibits on racism, sexism, gay rights, and the treatment of indigenous people. But don't your family have, a lineage from being overseas? Okay. Critics, including educators, warn that the policy gives the federal government broader power to control how history is presented. And also, too, he wants to rename bases to Confederates. And also, too, is trying to stop, statues of Confederates from being destroyed. The move comes weeks after 47 accused the Smithsonian of being out of control and overly focused on slavery. In an August 19th Truth Social post, he calls the museums woke and pledged to review their content as well. But then said at the Smithsonian this was a great, thing. Basically, backtracking, flip-flopping, pussy-popping, as they say. 47's or also directs Vice President J.D. Vance. Not President J.D. Vance. God forbid that. Westmore and Jasmine Crockett, if y'all run, I'm voting for y'all. And everybody else should too. Everybody should be voting for the House and Senate so we can put things in place permanently so we can fix what's broken. Okay. In his role as a member of the Smithsonian Board of Regents to oversee the removal of what 47 calls race-centered ideology from Smithsonian museums, research centers, and the National Zoo. He's afraid of the National Zoo too? Child. Not when you look like an animal that needs to be disrespectfully handled. Okay, moving on. I can't do it. I can't. Okay. All right, here we go. So with that being said, check this out from WDSU 6 News right here from New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans mayor expected to be allowed to travel on vacation amid indictment. We'll get to this video here in a minute. New Orleans, a judge is expected to sign off on the mayor of New Orleans having permission to travel despite earlier restrictions following her indictment. And by the way, y'all, when I say that the president needs to be disrespectfully handled like an animal, I mean a muzzle. You know how dogs have a muzzle? That's what I mean. Okay, let's calm down. Okay, listen. He's afraid of zoo animals. Okay, what president do you know has ever done a sweep of actual history and plants and animals? Come on, like really? Shit, let's roll on to this because I can't. New Orleans, a judge is expected to sign off on the mayor of New Orleans having permission to travel despite early restrictions following her indictment. Paperwork was filed Tuesday afternoon, and a judge is expected to grant the request. Following court order travel restrictions after the New Orleans mayor was indicted and arraigned, she made a formal request to travel outside the country. Mayor Latoya Cantrell filed a request to go on a European family vacation next month in Iceland. Okay, I mean Iceland, it's a place. Good for her. I guess they travel there, and they do. I did. Sorry, y'all. When I think of vacation, I think of tropical. I think of being outside. This, that, and third. Iceland, you just in the house. But I will say that European countries, when it's of a snowy climate, it is gorgeous. I will say that. The request comes just 1 week after the court mandated she limit her travel to Louisiana. As her trial services officer and assistant U.S. Attorney Jordan Ginzenberg all have no objection to her request. Her trip is planned for October 7th through the 13th, and the motion says Cantrell will abide by all conditions of her bond. Her next court hearing in the case is a pre-trial hearing scheduled for October 30th. Cantrell was indicted by a federal grand jury last month and became the first sitting mayor in the city to face federal charges. She is facing charges of conspiracy, justice, and false declaration before a grand jury. Cantrell was arraigned and entered a plea of not guilty. Her trial date is set for November 17th at 9 a.m. So here's this here.
Cantrell have a message to the city? Anything?
Not guilty.
Why do you say
There's no statements.
Any comment on the Can you tell us why Vappy wasn't arraigned today?
He's being arraigned Friday. You're the attorney. What's your message? I mean, why the people were walking?
We have no statements. We have no statements.
Where is the mayor?
She left. She went home.
So the mayor has left.
Did she go out?
Huh?
Did she go out the back door? Or?
There was another door on the other side. She went out with the detail and with the marshal.
How typical is that to allow her prepared?
Oh, strictly for security.
Will you be prepared for trial November 17th?
Is that Ron? You're asking that question?
Yes. I mean, that's a rather short
That's not realistic. That's in accordance with the Speedy Trial Act, and it's not a realistic
So when do you
time.
think the trial will go?
I have no idea. It's up to the judge.
What will happen?
Now, you all are making me say stuff when I wasn't going to say.
How are you preparing?
I mean, how confident are you that you can keep her out of prison?
Oh, look, she looked good today, don't you think?
Do you believe this is just about her affair or about alleged affair?
I'm not talking about the case.
What are people missing?
Calm, collected today. Tell us about her mental state.
I'm not going to talk about her or the case. There really weren't any restrictions.
Eddie, does she have anything she wants to say to the people who
No,
elected her?
not at this time. Upon advice of counsel, not at this time.
Is there anything she wants people to
This time, either through me or personally herself.
Will the restrictions on her contact with others have any impact on her ability to run the city?
No.
Why do you say that?
Well, because the restriction was she could continue to work with city employees. She just couldn't talk about the case. So that's not going to impede any of the city operations. So it's business as usual. What's that? No, whatever the order says, that's the rules. That's what she's going to follow.
Messages to the city.
No state.
All right. So again, all right. So her attorney has left. You can see right there. He made no major statements. Mayor Cantrell has left federal court. She was able to leave out of some sort of door. He said for security reasons, but again, her attorney has left federal court. And he had a couple things to say, but he's making it very clear that he is leaving federal court here in New Orleans with little to no comment. Guys, back to you.
Let me tell you something. Aubrey Killian, well done to you, because when that white female reporter asked, "What about Vappy?" and you said that's on Friday, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Let them know who the hell you are. I'm here for it. Yes, indeed. Speaking of cases that are happening, From MediaTakeout.com, Megan Thee Stallion. Yes, indeed. Megan Thee Stallion forces Milagro scams. Grams. I'm sorry, slip of the tongue. Shout out to Conscious CB to sit for 2-hour deposition ahead. Successfully earned an additional 2-hour deposition with blogger Milagro scams. Grams. Sorry, ahead of their November trial. The new session will focus on documents Grams provided to Megan's attorneys following her initial July 21st deposition. Shout out to the document teams, and also Karmic Resolution. Karmic Resolution has been uploading stuff from Milagro scams. In IG. Let's see here. The rapper has accused Grams of spreading false claims about the highly publicized Tory Lanez, my bad. Powing trial where the Canadian rapper was found guilty of powing her legal filing. Also alleges that scams also work with Lanez's father, son Star Peterson. Really? I need to talk to Sunstar Peterson's parents, because why did they name him a star when that's just a dangerous, toxic, and trifling comment that should have never fell to earth? But that's neither here nor there. It was paid thousands of dollars to share what Megan's team described as fallacious information. Fallacious information about the Houston Star. Yes, indeed. There, last year, Megan publicly accused Grams of encouraging her fans to watch deep fake pornography of her. It's time to hold bloggers accountable for years of harassment, cyberbullying, and publication of misinformation about my personal and professional life. Megan said a statement about the defamation case. Grams was ordered to pay $5,000 to partially cover Megan's legal fees. And this is coming from the same person that said, as long as you are a good father, it don't matter what you do to the baby mama. So, and here's the gag. Milagro scams has 3 young kids. So basically, she's saying DDG did what. So basically, what she's saying is, if her husband, her baby daddy, did to her what DDG did to Hey Bailey, she doesn't give a damn about being disrespected as long as Milagro scams husband is a good father. So Megan, make her broke for every fucking thing that she is. It is what it is. You did wrong. You gotta pay up. I hope the deposition can be made public. And when the trial goes live, we will be live. We covered Diddy. We'll cover me. Now, with that being said, those are all our destinations, ladies and gentlemen. We did that in 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 40 seconds. Not too bad for a show. Yes, indeed. So, positive news story. This comes to us from CBS Mornings here. Cardi B reveals that she's expecting baby with Stephon Diggs. Reflects on falling in love again in CBS Mornings interview. Such a beautiful thing here. We will watch this here in just a little bit. Yes, indeed. Let's get to it, though. Cardi B Wednesday on CBS Mornings, the Grammy winner revealed that she is pregnant and having a baby with boyfriend New England Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs, confirming weeks of speculation about her personal life. She said the baby is due before the start of her first arena tour, Little Miss Drama, which begins in February. The 32-year-old says she feels excited and happy while preparing to release new music and balancing motherhood. By the way, Cardi B has been trolling everybody with the budget, with the budget for her new album and stuff. And people have been coming out to see her. Like, she has on the street, she has went to that, and y'all, she is doing the damn thing. Absolutely indeed. So let me, I should be able to shrink a job. Okay, there we go. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful. That I'm doing all this work, but to be doing all this work while I'm creating baby B, my man, we are very supportive of each other. Cardi B says she and Diggs share the same ambition, each determined to be the greatest in their field. She also credited Diggs with giving her sense of stability as she raised her next album, Am I the Drama, which includes a track called Safe. He just made makes me feel safe and very strong. She said, I mean, like 2 weeks ago, I was literally having a panic attack. I was like crying and crying and crying because I was just getting really nervous with, the whole album rollout. People were coming at me very hard. Sometimes people love you, people hate you, and people was just saying very mean things about me. She admitted the harsh criticism sometimes makes her question release the music. And I'm like, see, this is why I don't put music out, because it's like, this is my art. This is something that put a whole lot of love and time to. It's just like sometimes when people just, his real name is Belclaz Marlenas Almanzar. I understand why she calls herself Cardi B. Says dig support. Nothing but love, Cardi B, to you. Says dig support keeps her steady. It makes me feel very confident and it makes you feel like you could take over the world. She added she waited to announce the pregnancy until she was able to close some deals first. She also admitted she has not yet told her parents. Jokingly, she said she is scared of them. Cardi B, who shares 3 children with rapper Offset, said she was reluctant to fall in love again amid their high-profile divorce, but she recalled Diggs telling her, "Let me heal you. Give me a chance for me to heal you." Oh, come through, brother. Yes, we like that energy. We like that energy. Let me do this. On Diggs. Done to you, good sir. Now that pregnancy rumors are confirmed, Cardi B used her world famous humor to ask fans to purchase her new album. Now, could y'all buy my album? Talk about Pampers and diapers and all that type of stuff. I told you, now go support my album because I'm a mother of 4 now. Cardi B says her sophomore album feels complete. I feel like it touched every little thing that I want to touch, and I just feel like it's something that's not out there right now. Am I the Drama is scheduled to be released on September 19th. Watch more King's interview with Cardi B, where the rapper gets candid about her recent trial and her viral on the street album promotion on CBS Mornings Thursday, September 8th at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we did not watch it. I didn't watch CBS Mornings, but we're going to watch it right from this space right here and right now. It's about 8 minutes, so here we go.
Now to our exclusive interview with rap superstar. That would be the one and only Cardi B. Back in 2019, she became the first solo female rapper to win a Grammy Award for Best Rap Album. Her much anticipated new album is called, and I love this title, Am I the Drama? Drops this Friday. Ahead of its release, we sat down with the 32-year-old superstar for a wide-ranging conversation. So we started with some very exciting personal news with her boyfriend, NFL CBS Mornings. I want to start right away with, because the rumors on the streets be talking. Mm-hmm. And so the latest rumor about you is that you are having a baby. Mm-hmm. And I want to know what, if anything, you want to share about that with the class.
Well, yes, I am. I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stefan Diggs.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How are you feeling about that? And that this will be baby number 4 for you, Cardi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm actually I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful that I'm doing all this work, but I'm doing all this work while I'm creating a baby. Me and my man were very supportive of each other. We're like in the same space in our careers, but in different,
By that, what do you mean by that same space? That you're both doing well? What do you mean?
You know what it is? That I feel like we're really great and one of the best at what we do. And me and him think the same way. Like, it's like, yeah, we're one of the greatest, but what's next? What are we doing again? We do it again. We have to do it again all the time. It's not like we're never like comfortable. We just want to keep doing it. And that's just how we both are.
You have a song on your new album. I can't wait for people to hear the new music, but there's a song called Safe.
Yeah.
Is he somebody that makes you feel safe?
Very safe in both ways, physically. I mean, like you see how he is.
Yes, I did see. Yeah.
I love it.
He just makes me feel safe and very confident and very like strong. Mm-hmm. I mean, like 2 weeks ago, I was literally having a panic attack. I was like crying and crying and crying, just because I was just getting really nervous with the whole album rollout. Mm-hmm. People were coming at me very hard. Sometimes people love you, people hate you, and people was just saying very mean things about me. And I'm like, see, this is why I don't put music out because it's like this is my art and this is something I put a lot of love and time to, and it's just like sometimes like it's like when people just rip it apart, it hurts you and it crushes you, and it's just like, girl, you better get it together. And it's like he makes me feel very confident. I feel like feeling safe is feeling confident, feeling like it's like you could do it, and it makes you feel like you could take over the world.
Well, you know, there was all you weren't ready to talk about it. What was your thinking there? Why did you think, okay, now I'm going to talk about it?
By the way, now that I talked about it, y'all better get my album. Y'all wanted to know, right? Now y'all know. Now y'all could buy my album so I could buy Pampers and diapers and all that type of stuff. I told ya. Now go support my album because I'm a mother for my own time. Like
I
I'm
love
not
that.
hiding.
I love that for
my own time.
Like
my
on my own
terms.
time. Yes, like it's like on my own terms. Let me close some deals first. You know what I'm saying? Let me close some deals first. And it's like, you know what? You don't really want to say right away that you're pregnant. Like it's like let me see a couple of more sonograms. Let my baby be healthy. And you know what's so crazy? I haven't till today. Matter of fact, I have to tell them this week. Before this interview come out, I haven't even told my parents.
No way, Cardi.
I haven't told my parents. They just be looking at me like,
Cardi. Wait. Back up. Why haven't you told them?
Because I'm scared of them. I'm very scared of them.
You're scared of your parents?
I'm very scared of my
Do
parents.
they like Stefan? Do they like him?
Yes, they like him.
They like him.
They do like him. They do like him.
Something tells me they'll be happy for you because you have children, he has children. Were you thinking, you know, the way we feel about each other, we both want to have a child together?
Yes. I mean, you know, everybody kept telling me like I should have fun. And we had a little bit of too much fun. And I'm here. We had too much fun. And yeah, we're very excited.
And you're both happy. And you're both happy about it.
Yes, we're very
But
happy
I'm
about it.
happy for you to see you this happy because we all know you went through a very messy divorce with Offset. Were you worried about opening your heart up again or falling in love again or even dating again? Were you concerned about that?
Yes. And one thing about like dating, like it's like when you date, you feel like you're like 16 again. And I don't really
Well, you want to feel like you're 16. You want to meet somebody that makes you feel like that.
You do, but then it's like you also remember what you dealt with when you were 16. So it's like restarting
Well,
again.
that part, yeah.
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 And being open
and vulnerable.
And like one time he just told me like it's like, let me heal you. Give me a chance for me to heal you. And it's like, okay.
He said, let me heal you. Is the baby? I'm not asking for your due date, but is the baby coming this year or next?
It's coming before my tour.
Before your tour? When's your tour?
In February.
Whoa, Cardi.
Yeah.
You're going to go on tour in February?
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm very ready.
Why-
Even
why-
when I'm pregnant, I'm very, very ready.
Tell me about that.
Because I'm getting my body ready. Like I stretch it out. I
And
stretch.
Ashanti
So
was
as
on,
soon as I get
and
birth,
let me pause this for a minute. Ashanti was on tour with her baby as well until, you know, the baby, you know, had to pop, right? And by the way, I'll just say that what happiness do you have in your damn life? Like, sincerely, the world that we live in today, can we be more appreciative of people just being in peace for what they want in life? Because there's always people roasting, dragging, this, that, the third, and yet they're broken, miserable, and toxic in their own damn life. Sincerely. Like, if you ain't got nothing good to say, just keep your damn mouth shut. This is a child. Let's just celebrate the fact that black life is coming to the world, okay? Moving on.
yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't come from weak women.
You don't?
No.
There is nothing weak about you.
No.
Nothing. It's been 7 years since Cardi B released her debut album, and her fans have been eager for more music.
There was this point in my career, like after WAP, everybody was like, you should drop the album then. And it's like, honey, I had like 6.
Till you were ready and felt good about it.
Yes.
Why do you feel good about this?
I feel like it's complete.
That's about quality, not
I
quantity.
feel like it touched every little thing that I want to touch. And I just feel like it's something that is not out there right now.
I think I know that she was very anxious to share the news, and I like her point that she wanted to do it in her own time and in her own terms. She's been in public, you've seen her, and there's been a lot of speculation about are you not, who's a father, which she felt was very disrespectful, but she's been wearing she's been wearing a corset. So when you look at her, you think she is, but you aren't quite sure. But let me tell you, the baby bump is really bumping.
The baby bump is
The
real.
baby bump is really bumping, and she was really glowing. Towards the end of the interview, we went out to continue shooting. Stefan just happened to call to check on her to see how she was doing. Did you eat today? But she said her head is in a really good space. Despite all, and she's been through a lot of stuff. She's been through any of it, guys. She doesn't shy away from any of it. She addresses it. We're going to talk about, this is the first time after her court case, which she won, and she had many viral moments in the court case.
Yeah.
She talks about that, but thinking about that.
She does shy away from telling her parents, though, about this. How did that go, that conversation?
I have a feeling that she has told him by now. She also knows the sex of the baby. She's not sharing whether it's a boy or a girl, but she is really excited, and according to her, so is he.
I can't wait to listen to the album. I like the first single, Imaginary Players, off of a Jay-Z beat. I'm digging it, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the rest of the album is like.
You know what? I can't wait for you to hear the rest of the interview, because we only stuck to the baby making news for today, but then you get into how Cardi became Cardi and her thinking about her life and how she does what she does.
Tomorrow's the day.
She takes keeping it real to a whole nother level.
Okay, tomorrow's
For that, I am grateful. Thank you so much, Cardi B, for letting us break this story for you. We'll have much more of our conversation. We're going to talk about that recent court victory. And yes, the viral moments, and get a firsthand look at how she's actually hitting the pavement to promote her new album. People don't do this anymore, but she did, and it seems to be working.
Yeah, it's going to work. We're excited about that.
Yes, indeed. There's a shout out to Cardi B there. That is your positive news story. But also, just saw this one too from MediaTakeout.com. Wendy Williams gets standing ovation at Fashion Week. And by the way, shout out to everybody at Fashion Week in New York. Of course, no, Westfield McCoy. Let me type in West McCoy plus size jeans. So let me pull this up here. Rolling out. So Sydney K, West, shout out to you. Hopefully you're there as well. But shout out to everybody in New York for New York should be making it do what do. We love to see people rising up to their purpose for sure. Wendy Williams returns to Fashion Week and fans cheer her on. She's back. Many of you guys learned that Wendy Williams just made her first major public appearance in years, and the crowd showed nothing but love, rather. The former daytime talk queen attended the Laquan Smith show during New York Fashion Week on September 16th, 2025. And when she walked in, she was greeted with a standing ovation. So shout out to Hip Hop NY News for this. Let's watch this.
Andy, can we get a smile?
Look at that. Extra on the scene there. I saw the mic flag right there from Extra. That is absolutely incredible. Wendy steps back into the spotlight. For months, rumors have swirled about Wendy's health and mental capacity, with conflicting reports about whether the 61-year-old star would ever return to public life. Media Takeout has done our own investigation. After talking to Wendy extensively, we can confirm she's back. Okay, then talking to her extensively, Media Takeout. At Fashion Week, Wendy looked radiant and poised, smiling from ear to ear, with her signature blonde hair flowing. She proved that she hasn't lost her star power. And I will say she is still a daytime queen, because to do the show that she is, she will always be a daytime queen, okay? The audience reaction when Wendy entered the room, the crowd erupted. Fashion insiders, celebs, and fans alike rose to their feet to applaud her. One witness told me to take out felt like a comeback moment. People were just happy to see her doing well out in public again. Social media lit up with posts from attendees captured Wendy waving and laughing and soaking in the applause. On Twitter, fan wrote, Wendy Williams just walked into the Quantum's fashion show. The place went up icon behavior. Very well said there. And that looks like Moni Kassar's hand, looks like. Now she's in New York as a correspondent, of course, as you guys saw. And then there is Alex Finney, her niece, in the background there. And look at Wendy, just bombing there. Nothing wrong with that there. A rocky few years, the ovation marks a major turning point for Wendy, who spent the last few years away from the spotlight, battling personal, legal, and health struggles. Reports cognitive decline and financial conservatorship had many fans worried. But her Fashion Week appearance suggests that she's ready to reclaim her place in the culture, judging by the reaction the people are ready to. Oh my Lord, she looks so wonderful there. The bottom line, Wendy Williams may have stepped away, but last night proved her legacy is untouchable. From daytime dominance to standing ovations at Fashion Week, she is still that girl. The streets are saying the comeback is real. So congratulations, absolutely. Congratulations to Wendy Williams there for sure. Yes, indeed. So, this is why I love doing what we do. Sincerely, like you get a little bit of everything over here, okay? Yes, indeed, there. Let's see. Let me see. Trying to see if Extra, since that was the magazine, the entertainment news magazine that was talking with Wendy, I'm not seeing that story yet on the YouTube channel, but I'm sure that they will put it on their YouTube channel here for sure soon. With that being said, in the meantime, between time, here is Extra, new era, new energy. And here is here. So the premiere happened on September 8th. So here is this here.
1, 2. Can you turn me up? Hey, I need your attention. I'm about to turn up coffee here, no doubt.
Oh, right now, man, I see you.
Dreams are about to get up in here. I shake the ground. You know I'm living loud.
Hey, dude, that's it, bro.
Watch this. Watch this.
Very nicely done, Derek Huff. Listen, I'll give credit where credit is due. Okay, I will definitely give credit where credit is due. This was so good, Derek. Bringing all the energy. Haley, bringing all the good look. Bringing all the good luck with baby. Hugh, congrats, Derek. You're gonna kill it. He's the best. I always like Derek. He has a great personality. For Extra, good to see him. Happy with his wife and baby to be born. Nice, amazing. Derek Huff never ceases to amaze me. I always watch when he's on TV, so I'll be watching Extra. Love seeing Haley Herbert, Huff, and her cute baby Huff Bump. Also, Derek's supernatural friend Mark Marcy Pulse. Derek will certainly energize Extra. No vocal moves, man. He's a dancer. Good Lord Jesus. He's so outplaced and wasted in this gig. Doesn't have enough irons in the fire. Why waste him on a rack like this once Lynn passed away? Even Dance with the Stars tanked. Well, the show is still renewed and it's a new season. But let's see what Derek Huff had to say about his new role at Extra with Fox 32 Chicago. Here we go.
10:44. Welcome back to Chicago Now, and I am about to fangirl over Derek Huff. We get to talk to him. We get to talk to him. Okay, so he's brought ballroom dance to the living rooms of millions of Americans. Instagram.
There he is.
Look at him go. If you look at his social media account, outstanding dancer. And so, Derek, you're joining Extra as the host of its upcoming 32nd season, which premieres on Monday. Congrats to you, sir. Yay. Okay, hopefully we can get his mic going a little bit.
I've noticed there's a lag time. Derek, can you hear us okay?
Can I what's sorry?
There he is.
There he is. Now he can hear us okay. I just wanted to make sure our audio connection was as good as our video connection.
You could just dance and we'll talk.
And a personal connection.
Yes. I can already feel it.
So, Derek, tell us about this journey from dancing professionally, and now you're going to be a host. How did this happen for you?
I have no idea. I don't even know what's happening. I don't know where I am. What is, no, honestly, I'm so excited. I'm just a fan. I'm a fan of entertainment. I'm a fan of people. And so to be in this role where I get to interact and be on the red carpets and talk and have conversations with these amazing, artists, it's a dream come true. It really, truly is, and what's wild is it's kind of a full circle moment. I've been on Extra, since I was 22 years old. And now here we are, however many years later, and now the host. It's pretty
forward to most about this particular new role.
I think I'm just looking forward to exercising this new muscle, of interviewing and chatting and having conversations. Already, it started with Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell, Jessica Chastain later today, and Heidi Klum and The Rock and Emily Blunt. I'm starting small,
Right.
I'm excited. I'm excited to just have these great conversations and also to bring a little bit of fun, and entertain while I'm sharing entertainment news. So it's gonna be fun.
So I'm reading here that you and your wife Haley are expecting your wing.
I can't believe it. And what a time! What a time to give birth to a new era of Extra, and also literally give birth to a new child. I'm really excited though, to be a dad and have my heart cracked wide open and for everything to change. I can't wait.
When's the due date?
Coming up
No
in a
way.
couple months.
No way.
Yeah. Third trimester. Sounds like third trimester.
Oh, I'm so happy for you guys. That's awesome.
You mentioned entertaining. What? Like, we talking about dance moves? Like, in what format could we expect to see you perform?
Listen, there might be some body rolls. There might be some hip action happening. No, I think, honestly, it's the new studio, the new set right here. I think one of my requests was, hey, can we have like a dance floor? Can we have like a wood floor, please? So, we're going to come up with some fun things and, like I said, entertain while sharing some entertainment news. So,
okay.
Good time.
So you're going to be working for Extra. You're also going to be a new dad, and you're going to be a judge on Dancing with the Stars still. What?
Oh man. Easy.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Easy. I say that. Ask me when the child comes, and I'll be like, "Oh my goodness, never mind, I wasn't ready." No, honestly, there's all that old expression, that old adage: if you want something done, give it to somebody that's busy. I find myself, I feel very clear when I'm on tour, when I'm traveling around the country and doing another job. Like, I find like it's kind of a weird thing. I almost like have more time when I'm doing a lot because I get more focused.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I have more focus in what I do. So when I'm not working, I'm so present. I'm so like in the moment. So and by the way, it's like 15 minutes away from where I live, so it's perfect.
No.
Wow. That's perfect.
I feel the same way. Like when you go to work and you like get that energy out, and then when you're home, you can just totally focus on what you're doing.
You're kind of in the zone. Exactly.
Just coffee, more coffee.
Derek, we are getting not the hard rap, but a soft one. Do you have any other tips for how you juggle so much? You're such a well-rounded individual that you could share with us before we let you go.
Well, I actually tell you something real fast since we're in Chicago right now. I'm actually going to be in Chicago December 5th, actually, with my new convention called Ovation. Val from Dance with Stars, Jenna, my sister Julianne, Mark Ballas, myself, Robbie Blue, who choreographed the Gap commercial, the viral one. We're all going to be in Chicago December 5th. For a dance convention, competition, and also a show. So we'll see you all in Chicago.
December 5th. I don't know how he made it, so I can't wait to watch.
Listen, my bad for misjudging.
Later, guys.
I didn't know he had.
I am astounded. There's people who are just they hog all the talent. He's one of those
he
guys.
reminds me of Jake Hamilton, his energy level.
They also have unbelievably good hair.
And the blonde.
And grooming.
Yes.
Like they just know how to style that hair.
And they keep it in place. His
Exactly.
sister is
Julianne
she's
Hough.
probably the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life.
They clearly got good
But she is beautiful.
genes. They got the Hollywood genes.
You know how cool
It's so easy.
And then check this out right here.
We also have another surprise for you, straight from your hometown of Salt Lake City.
Rick!
What's up, Derek?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a dancer. He was the man when I walked into that dance studio who called me Heavy D, gave me a nickname, made dance cool, and was such a huge mentor in my life. Rick, oh my gosh.
Hey, man. Hey, I want to say congratulations, Derek. It's amazing what you've already done and what you now get to do being a host of Extra. So I am so excited. And by the way, I actually contacted your mom and I asked her for some old pictures because we don't have any old pictures. We got all recent ones. So hold on one second. Let me see if I can pull those up. Give me a minute. I'll see if I got them. Hold on.
Okay. Wait. What's he about to do? Where'd you go? Rick! I'm right here.
Oh man, how cool is that?
Get over here, man.
I can't. I don't mind.
No, my gosh. I can't thank you enough. I mean, this man, Rick, you were the man who made dance cool. You know, I was being teased and picked on and dancing is not a cool thing for a guy to be doing, at least where I was. And you walked in and you're like, hey man, come here, let me bring you in. And you made it so exciting, engaging.
Now with that being said, what was so cool about it is when we saw you do Dancing with the Stars. Like, remember that first couple of years of Dancing with the Stars? It was a little rough shedding.
Hey,
you struggled. Hey, Lynn Goodman. I mean, they got on you. The judges got on you.
I know, because you also taught me to be a little bit outside the box. That's the thing too. So you're saying like, are we doing a competition? I'm bust out a worm, and you're like, yes, and the judges said, no. Listen, I'd be remiss if we didn't do
something
here.
Hey. Look at that!
Ooh.
That was cool, man. That was cool. Okay, you know what? I think.
Yeah, I'm an AI, but I'm here to talk apps.
I think he's got it. I really, really do. Right here, let's see here. Thank you, Rick Robinson, for mentoring Derek Huff. I can't imagine a world without his joy, his talent, his passion. You helped create the legend that is Derek Huff. Obviously, Derek had a great first dance teacher. Mr. Robinson still got the moves, so happy. Beautiful, so happy that he got to see his dance teacher again. I truly admire Derek Huff. Not only is he a wonderful dancer, but also a genuine, caring person. He's an amazing husband, uncle, son, and brother. And I believe he will make it so much as a couple, and their love for each other is evident. They're remarkable human beings, genuine, kind, compassionate. As animal parents, they show great love for their pets, which gives me confidence they will be wonderful parents to their new babies soon. I can't wait to hear all about their little one. I really hope to meet Derek and Haley someday because, as I said, they're both exceptional people, talented dancers, and Derek Huff is one of my favorite celebrities. I believe that Extra should make a Derek Huff meet and greet happen for Micaiah Thompson, 6'9" for short. I second everything you said. Well said. Wow, I can't believe how so much. Very cool. That's amazing. So cool. If I did even one of those moves, someone need to call an ambulance. I'm right there with you, Moody 3844. Love this. My favorite heart emojis. I love me this. I think they were trying to say heart emojis, smile emojis, heart emojis. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Extra has been removed from the TV lineup that came on 7:30 at ABC. Check your local listings, and then if it's not their call, your local station. Who was Rick Robinson? That was the whole. Larry Reed, please be intelligent. Please, Derek, you're the blank. Not gonna read that because that's a dumbass comment. Who thought Derek Host would make the host for Extra? I love Derek, but he doesn't fit this gig, nor does he freaking need it. He has enough well-paid gigs out about somebody else for a change. He doesn't fit. He's wasted there. I think give him a shot. Why not? You know what I mean? Also, I don't give a ish to watch DTS. Shame on you for not mentioning this. First of all, the world is bigger than just that moment. Good Lord Jesus, Christina. Lord Jesus. No one cares about these idiots so full of yourself. Shame on you, Derek. But yet you're commenting on Extra's video. And to Christina 2119, just to go back to the facts here, in the string of text messages, Robinson said that Robinson wrote that he had enough of Kirk's hatred, that some hate can't be negotiated. That's what Mr. Robinson said. So, with that being said, I'm going to turn off my camera now because we don't for an hour. Yes, we have. Congratulations to Derek Huff, man. Oh, my Lord. What a epic show today. Molly Qerim leaving ESPN, first taking ESPN after 20 years of an amazing career. I think she deserves time off for sure. So I think Molly, this is not the end of her. We'll definitely see her in another capacity very soon. Love is Blind, another lawsuit. We'll read that tonight. I'm not surprised by anything that's in that lawsuit there. Kelvin Evans still in Beyonce's, flash drives and laptops and everything else. You get what you get. Great. Socially, everything in between. Demartravion Reed, press up to you, your family, and Upstate University. And let the facts play out, y'all, before we jump, okay? Costco, please be careful with those sparkling champagne bottles. Please, nobody should be having glass shards in their day-to-day. Politics, y'all see what this says from NBC News here in the string of text messages. Robinson wrote that he had enough of Kirk's hatred and that some hate can't be negotiated. So that flies in the face of what the White House is saying, per usual, trying to get rid of slavery because you can't stand history. President 47, that says a lot about you. And of course, it is what it is. And then Megan Thee Stallion making Milagro Scam sit down for an additional 2-hour deposition before the trial. Shout out to you and take her for every fucking thing she's got. And then, of course, Cardi B pregnant with Stephon Diggs' baby. Congratulations to you. I hope the baby is strong and healthy and grows up just amazingly. Wendy Williams getting that standing ovation at New York Fashion Week, and also to Derek Huff being the new host of Extra and that new baby that him and his wife will be having as well. So nothing but good news there. That is it for me. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back. I see you guys a little bit on tonight. Love Blind Law. Hey, the phone that shows back. All of them. Right back. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. The fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like Qerim, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. They've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you, and everything they could to block you, but you still. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success, and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking it's likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But now, you're doing it. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've done everything they could to stop you, and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success, and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But now, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. Favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground, because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make.
Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, An isle of fire-breathing excitement. A shadowy world of monsters and mystery. New wonders in the wizarding world. And a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child, Brandon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Brandon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Brandon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.